Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. This evening's live stream will be for Caustic 3. Yes. One of my all-time favorites. I'm just going to do the usual and actually refresh this page so I can see. Okay, here we go. Looks like we're live. I'll be with you in a second. I'll say hello to who's here. Oh, look, 11 people watching already. Excellent. Right, okay, to any second now. Anyway, everybody, are you all right? It's another hot day here. Another hot day here in Cornwall. Okay, so Sonic's here, Russ is here. Hello, everybody. Oh, Hardrock guy's here. Hi, Dave. Hi, Hozza. Hi, Head. Right, okay, so clearly I think Caustic is still super popular. If you're not sure what this does, PAL says he loves Caustic. See, it's very popular. It would be great if it had an update. However, it's great. It's like get yourself down to Fistral Doug for live broadcast of Caustic. That's right. Yes, that's true. Caustic is epic. It's for anyone who doesn't know, it's a kind of closed environment system. Excuse me, it's kind of a closed environment system for the actual app. You can use lots of different, bear with me one sec. Right, I'm back. Okay, so you can use up to 14 different slots of instruments. Can use it as, and you can use it as inter-app audio. Yeah, I guess you can use it as inter-app inside a UM as well. I really enjoy messing around with Caustic. It's really good fun and it sounds great. Bearing in mind this is in mono, so you're not going to get the full effect. However, it doesn't really matter. It still sounds superb. So you have a mixer, a master, a sequencer, and effects. And we're going to go through the whole thing sort of thing because I like, and Dean Les, hi Doug, love your videos. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, right, it is a little bit like Reason. It's not quite as powerful as Reason. Right, okay, so we can select from a subsynth, PCM synth, bassline, beatbox, pad synth. We have a modular synth, an organ, a vocoder, an FM synth, a KS, which is a carpal strong synth, and sawtooth. We shall start with the beatbox there and select it, and then we can just jump in now. Initially, it will load with no sounds in it, so you've got to select a kit. There are tons and tons and tons. I'm going to do some cool stuff with the vocoder in a sec. I love the vocoder. Right, okay, so we select the kit by touching here, and we've got 808, we've got 909s, we've got all sorts of cool stuff. We've got a CR78 here, and we've got down here something I put in earlier. There's a kit in here called Smash It, which it sounds like this, which I love. Like this. And when you load a kit, you can turn the volume up a little bit on there. You've got this option here to kind of make it, it's like velocity sensitive from the top. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll just, yeah, thanks, darling. Joe's just bought me a drink.
Okay.
Because I'm parched.
Shall I
Parched. What, darling?
take your other glass down or not?
Oh, no, that's all right. So
Okay.
in case I drink that, I'll have something else to drink. Welcome to the family, everybody. Right. So what I did was because you can import your own samples into Caustic and edit them and everything. What I did was, and it's dead easy to do that as well, to import your own samples. You just see where it says, it might be a good idea if we engaged the crayon. Down here, these three little dots at the bottom here, if you tap on those, you can, these will show you certain samples and things that are in there, kind of thing, stuff like this. You know, you can do that, but you can also, you can choose import and you can audio copy, on audio share, so you can import your own samples from audio share, and it's very, very, very simple. Now I have Dean Daughter's, Electronic Sounds Dean's amazing reflective pack here, where Dean's has supplied us with tons and tons of cool stuff to mess around with. Okay. So let's choose here where it says drums, and let's just choose kicks. And you see there's all these different synths and everything. So let's choose kicks, and let's choose electronic sound kicks. Now I'm going to watch my volume because these can be quite loud. So okay, it's not too bad. Let's turn it up a little bit. This one sounded nice. So Moonbaton F-Wave. So we just hit import into app, and it's there. Now what we can do now, which is very cool, is just go up here and save this, and I'll call this Smash It, because I've got loads of different things called different things. So I've got loads of different things called different things. Did that even make sense? Seriously. I'll call this Smash It Moon, because I'll remind me that I actually, what, I'll just go back and make a space there. I'll call it Smash It Moon. Oh, I want a capital. Give me OCD. Moon, right, done. And then when we go into our kit list here, now you can also download absolutely tons of kits from from Caustic's websites, tons and tons, and you can have all different skins and stuff. Hi Mitch, how you doing? It's Rustic here as well. Rustic, excellent stuff. Right, okay, so here we have this Smash It Moon, Smash It Dean. So I like this one here, which is Smash It Dean, and I just replaced the kick drum with this one. So I'll turn the volume up a little bit. Actually, now for the mono feed, which is this, I actually think I like that one. So that'll do for that. So we can, we're going to put down a little drum pattern here. So for every single instrument inside Caustic, there is, if we just hold on to this little rack here and move it up, there is a MIDI editor. Okay, so you can play it in via MIDI. Why isn't my MIDI working? Here we go. You can play it in via MIDI, or you can play it in via the pads, or you can just like place the note in like this. It's cool. So I'm going to hit this because I want it to be slightly longer than 1 bar, because it will default to just 1 bar long like that. And I want it to. So we hit grid and we just go ×2, and it'll say grow pattern to 2 measures. Yes. And you can do this anytime during the project. Okay. So here we go. What we're going to do is, and you'll see it's named the sample as well, Moonbaton F, which is nice. Okay, so also I want to engage my metronome. Now, if we long hold anything at all in Caustic that has this little kind of pointy triangle at the top left hand side, it means that we can long hold and give us more options. So I've got a 2-bar measure counting for, and you can have up to 4, and you can control the measure, the volume of the metronome as well. You can have it nothing or up to 4. So brilliant. So what that means now is, let me go back to my page. It will record now. Also, I will say that you want to be on, like for drums and stuff, you want to be on this note thing here, because otherwise, thanking you. Thank you for super chatting me. You want to be on this because if we change it, watch what happens to the grid. If you can see, the grid gets bigger, so the notes won't fit in, sort of thing. Well, they will, but you want to be where you want to be. So I want to be there like that. Okay. So I'm going to press record, and when I press play, I'll get a 2-bar counting. This is going to get absolutely brilliant. This is, I ain't kidding. It's awesome stuff. So we're going to get a 2-bar count, and I'm going to put down a tiny titty beat thing. to stop record a second, just have a listen. That'll do. So now we've got our beat in there like that, you know. we can make adjustments to our tuning, our punch, our play. Our play. We can. I know we could change any of the samples in here as well. Okay, so if we look down now at our grid, we can see that we've got 2 bars of what we've just put in. If we go to grid here and hit the little 2, it will expand to the full sort of thing, so you can sort of see what's going on. Now, without going too deep, no, it doesn't play Rex. Without going too deep, the editor is very cool. You can select all lasso stuff. You can adjust the timing. You can edit, cut, copy, paste one patterns from others. If you haven't already got Caustic, and I'm guessing a lot of people already have, unless you're quite new to iOS, and then you probably won't have it, okay? But I love the closed environment. I love the closed environment kind of zing camp. You know, I like it, and I mean, Gadget is like the ultimate of it, isn't it? But Caustic is very retro and very nice. So we've done that. We need to put down something else now. What I want to do is put down some other rhythm over the top of that. So I'm going to, there is a point to all this, people, honestly. I'm going to put down, I want to open another instrument. I'm going to choose a beatbox again. I'm going to open that beatbox. I'm going to select my kit. And there is one here called LM2 Perk, like that. I'm going to load that. And it's kind of a, so it's kind of your what's it, your Lin style. So I'm gonna just have a quick practice. Something like that. So again, I'm going to engage my metronome so I get my 2-bar count in. We're going to go up here like this. I don't think Caustic's free. And, oh, Dave's here, Dave. Oh, listen, while I'm here as well, I must say that on Thursday evening at 9 o'clock this time, at 9 o'clock, that's July the 4th, folks, at 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock, there'll be me and Dave Leonelli, Davey Pooh, the mobile musician, minstrelling mobile, will me and Colin Powell will all be here, so they'll be answering the questions and stuff, and we'll be doing a stream called Lily's Gone Mad and Other Tall Tales, where we're going to listen to some tracks from the Lily album and some other stuff, and you can ask questions about the music and stuff. It was good fun the other night, so you know we can do that kind of thing again. Anyway, back on with this. Here we've got this little thing. Now, what we have to do for every single instrument in Caustic, we need to set our hey, there'll be 4th of July fireworks here, Russ. We need to set our grid length. So you'll see that everything defaults to 1. And there's good reasons for that as well. So we can just go times 2. Yes, we'll grow that to 2 measures. So I only want that to be 2 measures because, you know, the developers, Rustic's just said that the developers got loads of, you can actually access them through this here on the actual thingy screen. Where are we? I know it's on the What's It screen, but anyway, you can. His tutorials are brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and super easy to understand. Anyway, so we've got that thing going. I've made my pattern length now 2 bars, and I'm just going to record something over that. And then what we're going to do is start to bring in the vocoder. Okay, so hang on a sec. And I want to show you something else. Before I go any much further, I'm going to show you something else that Joe's made for us. Yes, we're starting to make the sound test room merchandise. And we're starting with, we've got some fridge magnets, and I'll show you them now. Here we go. Here is the first, look at this. Look at this fridge magnet. This is a fridge magnet. It's me encased in, what's it called, resin. With some glitter in it as well, but we have different styles. Sticks to the Waldorf. Look. Here's another one. Look there. They're cool beans, aren't they? Eh? Look. You can't really. It's really hard to see, isn't it? Oh, this is a nice one. Look, this is a nice one with the. But we're going to be putting, well, Joe's going to be putting, aren't you, darling?
Yeah.
Different pictures. We got another.
No, that's just 3 designs at the moment.
Okay. So it's just the 3 designs at the moment, but we're going to be doing more stuff. Yeah, and now Joe's going to do one with the sound test room in. So they'll be going on sale soon. And then there'll be all sorts of other stuff we're going to do as well. Right. Anyway, what are we doing here? Yeah, I was just going to... Yep, that'll do. Yeah, they are really cool. They look absolutely brilliant in real life. And like I said, they're fridge magnets. You can stick your stuff on with me on the fridge. Right, anyway. Here we go. We might be selling them in packs of 3 or something like that. Right. Anyway. Here we go. You must excuse my cold. I think it's the weather more than anything. Right. Anyway, here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to record 2 bars of that. So again, we hit record and then... And I'll put in some cowbell now I've done that. And you'll notice, because I moved the volume knob while it was recording, it's automated. You can automate absolutely everything in Caustic. Everything is automatable. However, we're not too concerned about that right now. So here we go. Okay, so. Right, let's go to our mixer. Turn that off. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our instrument list as well. And this time I am going to open up the vocoder. And we're going to vocode that drum pattern, the one with the Lin. Right, so this is what we have to do with the vocoder. Let me just get a drink, excuse me. Terrible this is, right. With a vocoder, you have a carrier and a modulator. The moment we're going to use this, the vocoder itself, as the carrier. Okay, so the thing that's going to be actually generating sound sort of thing. And we're going to use the beatbox as the modulator. Okay, so here. So to select our modulator, now I'm going to show you some other cool stuff you can do as well. Not just this, but I love this effect. I've loved it for years. I actually did a video for Caustic's vocoder ages and ages ago. Right, anyway. Right, okay. It has everything. It's absolutely... Oh, Perry said, hi, Perry. It has absolutely everything you'd want. And it's all kind of very retro and cool beans. And it's nice to work in the environment of inside Caustic sort of thing. Anyway, to choose the modulator, that's important. We need something to... If we play it, nothing will happen. Excuse me, we tap this little button here and you'll see we have 2 beatboxes. Now this is going to get odd, isn't it? So what we need to do is go here, and this second beatbox is what I want to be vocoded sort of thing. Okay, so yeah, it's a sandbox, Dave. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely, and because it's ancient, it works. You can have up to 14 tracks. It's just great. It's really fab. But it's a marvelously fun app. It just is, and it's cheap, and blinking heck. Right. What we need to do? Now I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, we've got to read. So if we where it says beatbox at the top, if we long hold, we can name we can name all the instruments to suit ourselves, because you might have 4 of one instrument, and that's going to get confusing. So we're going to call this beats and vocoder. Beat vocoder. Well, I can only add that. We'll call it beat voco. Done. Bing. And now that's called beat voco. So when I go back to my vocoder here, and I start to choose my modulator, beatbox, beat voco. Excellent. That's what you want. Still won't hear anything. And I'm MIDI'd up, which is cool. So if I play now, I'll turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. Okay, so we're vocoding the actual beat, right? So we're going to record some notes, and then I'm going to show you how you can actually make that work, right? Okay, so if we go down again, I want to record over 4 bars for this particular loop. Go to our grid reference, go times 4 this time, grow pattern to 4. Yeah, so now we have 4 bars. And what we're going to do is record what we've just done with the beatbox. So I'll turn it up a little bit again. Maybe go to the mixer and turn it up in the mixer so we can hear it. If I press play. Turn that up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to arm our metronome, make sure that that is stopped. I'm going to hit this hit record, and I'm just going to play that little 4-bar loop. Right, here we go. And now you'll notice that it's recorded me notes, but we still can't hear the vocoder. So if we slide up and down here, if we go across here, you'll see that it's recorded my 4 chords that I played, but we still can't hear it because we need to send it to the modulator. 1 2 1 2. I mean, playing the modulator is different, but we want this to play it. So if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says beat voco, that's our modulator. Okay, so we've got 4 bars of modulator, and I want this to be on the whole time. So all I need to do, and there's a couple of different ways we could do this. Okay, we could go into our note size. Let's press our times 4 so I can see the whole thing. And if I just press there now, I can choose this and extend that note across all 4 bars. That's one of the easiest ways to do it. You can put them in each note separate. The thing why it's going across the whole thing is if it was broken up, each time this stops, the modulator lane, the sound will stop. So, you know, you can see how that works. So now when we play, we get everything because we've set our modulator. Now you can have up to 6 modulators, so you can swap between modulators and stuff like that. So you could set up in channel 2, you could set up a modulator, but as something else, you know what I mean? You can anything you like. And you can also set the carrier to an external synth, any synth that's inside thingy. Anyway, that's fine. That's what we want. Okay. I'm going to turn that off now, and let's have a look at our mixer so we can start to do some cool stuff. So that's just the vocoder we've just recorded. And that's what's been sent into it. So now we've muted the modulator. Now, what? I'm so sorry about this. I've got a chested cold, right? What's very cool now is the mixer on Caustic it looks very simple, but it's really, really very good. If we scroll just below that, we have a master effects section, which the delay, the reverb, EQ, and a limiter. So the delay and the reverb refer to these two things here. The EQ and the limiter you can set here. And then you can add up to any more of these effects if you want a compressor, an auto wah. But that's just for adding into the main drive, you know. So we could add a filter and do some high pass filtering over the entire mix, sort of thing. In fact, as a good thing, let's just add this multi filter thing, and I shall actually just press it, and we've got a high shelf there. I'm not sure. Not sure why I can't hear that. No, anyway, I can't go into that now. Right, so. Now I know if you're listening through headphones, you're not really going to get a good idea of what's going on here. But I'm going to play with a few of the width thing is epic. It just shifts something either side. All you're getting here is like a chorus and effect. You can add reverb. And that's that reverb. And then you've got a delay. That sounds cool. It's actually stereo delay. No, it's because I have the effect. You were adding it for this. Oh, right. Hang on a minute. Perry might be right, actually. Let me just check again. Oh, no, because the global effect should work. But, you know, these are the global effects, not the track effects. These are the track effects here, which we can add, but it doesn't matter. It's no biggie. It does work. I'm just doing something wrong. Okay, so now what we can also do. So we've got this vocoder here, and let's call this, I'm going to rename this Voc drums. Okay, done. And we can go to our thing now. And I'm going to add another vocoder this time. Now with this one, which is this one here, what we can do is we can import vocals or vocal audio, or we can record something in here. So we could set like we could record, we could just talk basically. But if it's really you want to be getting in time, so if you've got something that's you know is 4/4 sort of thing, use that because it makes more sense. Just let me play this and get a kind of an idea of my time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I must be not a million miles off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call it 1, 2, 3, 4. For want of something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now because we exited it there, it's available there. However, it is available elsewhere as well. Okay, and we can again import stuff from our our audio share or wherever you like. So it's cool. You can have anything going there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is now the modulator. The internal oscillator is now the. So if I just play. What I should have said is let's go back to the editor there. Important thing to do here is normalize anything that you vocode. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm also going to edit it as well because I don't really need all them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need all of those bits going on there. So let's see where I am. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2. 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to be getting it like as close on the beat as you can. Do you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can crop that. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't need all that stuff at the end neither. So actually, I can go from. No, I'm not sure which way to do this for the bit. If I right. No. It doesn't matter. Right, that'll just get rid of all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to cut it at the 4. Right, doesn't matter. Do you know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't. It's live. That'll do. But so we've got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we hit the volume. So listen, what we can do, we can 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make some adjustments. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right, okie dokie. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So my timing's a mile off, so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother. But the point is, again, all you need to do is record in what you want. And then down at the bottom, you'll see the modulator is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just put that in, and then it'll play whatever you've got in there, sort of thing. But for this, I'll just replace this vocoder here. So to replace it or delete it, we can just go replace. I'm going to use a PCM synth because we need to select an instrument. Now this one here, Happy Plucker, is another one of Dean's that I imported from Audio Share. Now it'll auto route to C. So if you've got if you've got a sample in C, your cool beans, it'll just route the right way. So that's okay. And I just want to, let's see. Yeah, I'll just show you. I'm not going to start showing you how you import, but you import exactly the same way as you did with anything else. So you've got all these different sounds you can. It's like a sampler, but it's very good and it's very cool. Load. But I want to use that happy plucker thing. Load. So. So again, if I wanted to record that, make sure my metronome is armed. Sorry, and go to my grid and set it over how many bars I'd like to record over. 2 would be absolutely fine. And then press be record. Okay, so what we can do now is we're going to record another part. Okay, so we've got A 1 to 16, and we've got A, B, C, D 1 to 16. So these are all the separate parts that we can record to use when we're constructing our song. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to part 2 and use the same plug sound, but I'll play something different, but I'll set it up exactly the same. I'll go to my grid times 2, yes, and there it is. Have I actually? No, that's fine. You have to set your grid size for everything that you do in Caustic, because Caustic does work with Audio Bus. You're absolutely right. So let us see, what are we doing now? Yes, I'm going to record another part of something different for the pluck bit, so we can, I need to get into the song mode to show you that. So, and maybe I have a quick skip around at some of the other instruments as well, for just for fun, people. Don't forget Thursdays, the Lily's Gone Mad, another Tall Tale stream. Right, so if I press this now. If I go back to 1, Brilliant. So that's enough for me to show you the actual sequencer part. We will have a look at a few more instruments if we get time in a sec. What I want to do now is show you how to construct what you've built up and turn it into a song. Yeah. So we go to our thing again and we go to sequencer. Key things in Caustic are remembering the buttons to press. At the moment, you'll see it's in pattern mode. Hit this, and now we're in song mode. And of course, there's nothing there. But you will also see that we have Beatbox, Beat Voco, Voc drums, and the PCM synth that we've done. Now you see it only has 7 slots here, but we can add up to another 7 sort of thing, and this will just expand. I need to take a drink. Hang on. And while I have a drink, feast your eyes over these delicious fridge magnets. Yes, yes, available soon. Yes. Lovely. Look, there's a magnet on the back, and you just stick it on your fridge. We're going to be doing the logo as well, so that should be cool. Right. So the first thing I want to put down would be maybe... So do you know what would have been nice is if we did, what we could have done is built up different patterns, but it's a time thing. So you tap on this here like this, and here is where it says, what do you want to put in? A1 or whatever, so you can. So we've only got recorded drums into A1, so we'll just hit OK. And we see that it's recorded over it's two bars, which is what it was. Now, there are ways here to, if we touch on this little expander thing, we can just stretch that pattern out and it will just repeat itself. Or you could obviously just go back in there and add again, but you might have had A2 or something, yeah? So, like, for instance, we can also make it shorter. Okay, the point is you don't need to, you can take it down to 1 bar, you know, or we can just delete it because it's we don't really need it at the moment. But I am going to go like this. I'm going to go, okay, so I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm going to tap on here and I'm going to put in another A1 and I'm going to expand that. Okay, so it plays over the whole thing. And then what we shall do is on the Vocoder beat one, I shall tap, where is it? Sorry. On the, I'm on the right one. Yeah, I've added A1 there as well. So the Vocoder beat one will come in there, and also this is really starting to wind me up now. Right. Right, I'm just going to expand it. Right, so we can move further along, and I need to expand this one as well, don't I? So, and actually, no, to see the point of what I'm on about, we'll leave that there. And then on this one here, I'm going to put another A1, and then I'm going to bring in the Vocoder drums. And actually, I'll delete that one and just have the Vocoder drums come in for the first part of it, and then have it come in there like this. And then on this one, we can move along. I shall put OK, leave the Vocoder thing in, and also add in them drums as well. And also, for good measure, the whole thing can sort of kick off there as well. Okay. Don't forget we can just expand. So we really ought to be, you know, bigger. And also you can kind of lasso everything as well and copy it that way if you want to. You're kind of only limited to your imagination. I need your mug on a mug. Thanks, Dave. And then we can bring this PCM synth in. Okay, there. Now, here's the cool thing. We recorded another part, didn't we? So for this part here, we can choose the PCM synth too. Okay. And this is where you could chop, mix and match different parts and stuff. But let's see what we've got, shall we? And then I'll show you some of the cool stuff you can do with the sequencer, and that'll be it basically there, guys. But anyway, here we go. Let's have follow on. Good point here. You won't hear right. I really ought to. I need to put them back in there. You won't hear the vocoder unless it's been modulated, obviously. So we'll start again. So what we'd have to do there is automate the mixer to switch off the drums. Like I said, you can automate everything in Caustic. So, and you have all sorts of cool automation stuff. You can actually program in, sort of thing. It's really quite deep. Very cool. Now, at any point, if we want to, you see, I expanded that then, but at any point, if we want to loop sections or anything down here, all you need to do is kind of just start like this and draw to where you want to go. And this section will, when it gets to it, or you can hit anywhere in the timeline you want, like that sort of thing, for a start position, and that will just continually loop. So you can then go and do some mixing. Get rid of it, you just kind of touch it and swipe. So that's how you construct your songs in Caustic, which is quite fun and pretty easy. Doing it live is difficult, you know. You do make mistakes and errors of stuff, but anyway. However, let's have a look before we go at some of the other synths and stuff you get that's good fun. We've seen, I mean, the subsynth is a subtractive synth, you know. And like I said, everything is automatable. We didn't have a look at the effects. Let's get a sound here. It sounds like a bagpipe. So if that's a nice sound actually for, let's go down an octave. It's a cool synth. Let's have a look at the effects section. So if we go down here, we can apply up to 2 insert effects for every instrument that we have running inside Caustic. So in the subsynth, for instance, we have a bit crusher. Now, these aren't the best effects in the world, but they're okay. Right, here's the thing to remember with Caustic, right, is you need to have something recorded to hear it. So while there's the bit crusher, but what I shall do is I shall quickly record a few chords to go over what we've already had. So I'll just set it up There are, like I said, it is limited, but it's still good fun, and you can produce some very cool stuff. And don't forget, you can import all your own sounds and stuff. It's really cool. Let's see now. What was I going to do? Right. Go to my MIDI page, grid, ×4. Yes. Thank you very much. Right, okay, so I'm going to do, what are the chords? Yeah, that'll do. Right. Why haven't I? Let me just get rid of all that nonsense. Select all. Now, here is the big schoolboy error, the massive error when recording with Caustic in song mode. It seriously messes stuff up, right? Not in a way that you can't fix it, but in a way that's a real pain in the bum, right? So, I'm not sure if it's got an undo, actually. It doesn't matter anyway, but right, just I feel like headbutting a wall. Right, forget this project. It was never gonna be there. It was never gonna be kept. Let's just load. Yeah, I don't care. The sound test room, which is one I did earlier, which is similar, very similar actually, but I haven't got anything song-wise recordable. See, that was me test plate, and it's a lot better actually, because I did actually manage to get the vocoder to do the thing. Sort of. But the most important thing is don't record anything when you're in song mode. Every single time I do that. Right, anyway, there we go. We've got this. I'm going to add this other synth now to my project thing. What was it? We used the sub. Oh, do you know what? I'm not going to bother because I want to show you some of the other stuff as well. So I'm going to replace that because it was only to show you the effects and things. So, you know, I'll show you the effects. These are the effects you get to play with. You get a flanger, an octave thing, a vibrato, tremolo, auto pan, reverb. You can see. Otherwise, we're never going to get to hear anything else. Look, I've been going on 53 minutes already. Right. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to hold this and replace it with the pad synth. This is cool. You can do all sorts of cool stuff, and it's got like two sets of thingies, harmonics. Very nice, very nice. And then what we got here, the 8-bit synth. Right, we can roll the dice. There are presets for this, but you can put in your own. And the developer's video is really good. You can go in, try and change different values and things. So you've got like tons and tons of control over that kind of thing. Then you have the modular synth as well, which is like a proper modular. It again does have patches, but you can choose from these different generators, envelopes, filters, mixers, effects, miscellaneous stuff, and you just kind of do this and you add it, and then you could do this and add that, and then if you can well, no, that's no good, is it? But you could do like mini LFO, sort of add that, and then you can flip around the back and do a bit of a bit of a bit of a reason thing, sort of thing, and start to build your own modular. I wouldn't do that, to be honest, because it was just naff. And then, but it doesn't have its own obvious keyboard, so you can do this. I'd have been amazed if that made a sound, but we can see the kind of patches that you can make. If we flip it, you can see it's good. It's a modular synth. If you want to have a bit of a, oh, hey Dean, yeah, you are kind of super late. You missed me using some of your samples in the PCM synth and the drum machine as well. Never mind. If you watch the beginning, the very beginning of it, then you'll see it. And if anyone's still here, don't forget, Dave, keep telling them we're here on Thursday. Right, here we go. Let's see. Let's flip it back and let's have a listen to something else. So it does MIDI up. It's proper modular. But it does have a keyboard you could use. And then after that, it reacts exactly the same as any of the other thingy. So if we added some, like I said, here we got the modular synth somewhere. Where is it? It might be slightly different. Oh, it is. No. That might be slightly different because it doesn't appear to allow me to put effects in. Maybe that's because it has its own effects. But we can probably... you see, we're on to... Is that why? We're on to mix... Let's see. Got to get my head together, I have. I'm not kidding. Yeah, there we go. We've got enough, because I've added now more than 7 tracks, it's added another layer, so we can go down here and we could have a listen to kind of vinyl simulator. And again, no idea why I could, maybe it's because it's... No idea why I... every time it is right. Distortion. Won't hear nothing, will I? Because I need to go to the instrument. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to just applying an effect and playing it. You know, the old ways. The old ways of the Force still elude me. Right, nearly done. And let's see. Did we have a look at so then you get an organ. It's like an organ. An FM synth as well. Sorry. With lots of operators and things, and very cool. And what next? What? The organ. The actual KS synth is nice, especially when you start applying delays and things. So that's mixer. Let's go to our second mixer with the KS synth. And we won't hear this until we apply it, or a little bit of reverb, I think. And then if we double tap that, we'll go to... that drum kit, Dean. I've got this. It says it's Smash It Dean. I called it. That's not your snare, but that is your kick. And just quickly, Dean, I shall show you. Let's go to another one here. That's not one of yours, so we can get rid of that. If we go into import audio share, I'll show you how quick this is. There's another one that I used, and here is that's quite a nice one, isn't it? We'll just go import into app, and there it is, dude. It's even named it, look. It's very cool. And then you just need to save your new thing. So we could call this like let me just LM2 Dino, and then done, and then it's there. And then when you go to your big selection of drum kits here, where you've got like Smash It Dean, Smash It Moon, which is using your Moon Baton thing. What did I call this one? LM2 LM2 Dino. It's good. And there's a ton of these you can get off the net as well. Anyway, listen, guys, I have got to go. I have to go. An hour. I didn't think it'd go on that long. It's good fun. I do enjoy playing with Caustic. It's good for a laugh. It's not. It's every time I've done one for the proper video sort of thing, it's still gone on for ages, about half an hour or something. Other than going through each of the separate synths individually, kind of thing. You know, the videos tend to get quite long, so it's perfect for a live stream, really. I'd say, yeah. Strike the like, people. Strike the like. Thank you very much. And oh, don't forget. Coming soon, a tasty selection of tasty glacier mints for you to chew. No, these are fridge magnets. And we're doing some, well, Joe's doing some, I ain't got a clue. With probably with the logo in and stuff like that. Anyway, okay, people, Total Eclipse live from Chile, live on YouTube now, if anyone's interested. Well, there's a good, it is over. So if you'd like to watch the Total Eclipse, yes, coming soon on Thursday at 9 o'clock UK time. That's 2100 UK time. Lily's Gone Mad, another Tall Tales. So only for the hardcore fans, that one, where we play some music again, you know, just for a change, just for something different. Anyway, thanks, Dave. Thanks to Dave, the Aardvark guy, Dave, and Dave Leonelli. And Russ, Stephen, Electronic Sounds, Dean, thanks for showing up. Everybody else who turned up now who's either still here or who went. And thanks to everybody who liked the video too. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed that. I know most people already know about Caustic and stuff, but I do like having a mess with it. It's pretty cool considering how old it is. I'll tell you something else as well. It's available on Android and all. There you go. And if you want it on the desktop, it's completely free, although he doesn't support it, sort of thing. So if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But it is 100% totally free, the full thing for desktop as well. Anyway, and it works, full MIDI and all the rest of it. So cool beans. Right, I am off. I will see you guys very, very soon. See you later. Ta-da. Yeah, Dave, you are a hardcore fan. Excellent. See you later.